What's going on, everybody? Papa Gord here, and I had to go to the pharmacy at Walmart on my way home from work, and as one does, you go to the pharmacy, and then as you're making your way out of the store, you circle through the toy section, which is at the complete opposite end of where you actually really need to go. So I did that, and lo and behold, I found something in my Walmart. My local Walmart had something. Had this guy. So, hang tight. I'm going to dig out the other couple versions of this figure, and we're going to have a closer look. See you in a second. All right, guys, so I'd show you me opening the package to unveil Archive Hoth Han Solo. I'm going to take these off. But you know how I film. One take and that's it. So I pulled the damn thing apart and there was no putting it back. And Han were the two biggest improvement figures. Thrawn also got the updated face print, but that one's en route to my house, courtesy of Mr. B. So I'm not even gonna bother trying to cut the bottom open like last time. We're just gonna do so. Yeah, a little blurb again if nobody's seen these or whatever. Yeah, it's neat. I wouldn't say it's exactly a very attractive look. Like, I don't know. I guess it's fine with the 50th Lucasfilm and everything, but yeah, as far as packaging goes, I think this is kind of weak, and I didn't like the direction of the other video was going. So we're starting over. Sans opening of package. So this is what was in said package, with one exception, the goggles, because I just realized those are on there for me changing some things up. So there's old man Han in his little purse. He's going to the market to get some scones and some cream. 'Cause maybe that's what you get at the market. I don't know. But, yeah, so just ignore the goggles. The goggles are actually off of one of the troop builder, the Rebel troop builder. Because he does come with a set, and you can't see through them. Yeah, they're not really all that great. Honestly, this is what they look like. I like these ones because these ones I could pull down over his face, and you could still see his eyes through them because it's translucent, which it's not on the original. You may also notice there's a slight color difference. Original's blue, update is brown. Now, there are two versions of this figure, the exact same figure, but just one has a lighter brown jacket. I'm not going out of my way to find it. I could care less. I have always been team blue. This is what color I see when I watch Empire Strikes Back. Apparently, there are other people out there who think his coat's brown. Agree to disagree. So yeah, this is obviously the correct choice. So they are identical except for the coat color and the face update. Again, like the Luke Skywalker, kind of see where you came from and what you ended up looking like. The face isn't that bad. It's not nearly as wet shiny as I thought it was going to look, like I saw in a lot of other videos and pictures of this figure. It's fine. I don't really mind it all that much. Now, again, we have seen the brown jacket prior to this version of the figure being released now. And that's this Han Solo, which came in that 2-pack with the Leia in that little snow scene, and it had that little translucent Star Wars, and it opened up like so, and they were down one of the corridors from Empire. So they did this slightly new figure. Again, the coat is it's the exact same figure. It's just the head, and then they did the soft goods fur bit. I still have you can still see the elastic wrapped around his chest to keep everything flat. So it's it. So he had an updated face from this one, then we went to this one, and then we kind of took a sidestep because we went back to the original look, but with still an updated face. And I don't care. I love these goggles. I'm leaving them on. I like it as well because you can't see that elastic band, that black elastic band material that is up inside of his hood. So I'm just gonna I'll just show you the old version. So again, that's that's what he looks like. Han would have got his ass kicked in one of those snowy corridors by, I don't know, John Ratzenberger could have just laid the boots to him a little bit, because wow, he does not look good in that hat whatsoever. So you definitely need the hood and the goggles. So again, the goggles, they just sit on his brim. I don't know if I'd even attempt to, like, they're not flexible material whatsoever. I don't think that they're actually supposed to maybe go over his face, or maybe pop the head off like I just did. Okay, there we go. I guess that's the workaround then. So I just pop off his head. And I guess you could put them on like that and then put the hood back over. Now, I don't know how well yeah, it gets in the way. So that's what you're looking like. That's just a hot mess. So we won't be doing that. But yeah, these archive ones, again, they're great for people who weren't ever able to get the original Luke with Wampa or Han Solo with Tauntaun. Now, we've had the Wampa re-released separately from Luke, and Luke's been re-released now. So there's been an opportunity to get a fresher take on those two figures. Unfortunately, we have this one, and they chose not to update this. I really like the Tauntaun. I think it's great. I think it's held up pretty well for how old it is now. I would love to see the head get a redo. They could have probably done something. I don't understand why. I think this was another missed opportunity. I would have easily have bought one, if not maybe even two, and maybe retired the original and had two of the updated ones and had Han and Luke each riding one. Or you do one with the split belly that you could. That might be a little much, but this was a missed opportunity. So just going to put that out there. And let me just get original Han's head back in. So yeah. Now with my original one, his peg on his holster does not stay in at all, which has always annoyed me. But I just realized as I was filming this video that you can pop the clip here and take the whole blasted freaking gun belt off. So I may end up doing this. I may swap out the holster on this one to put it onto this one, because he's going back on the Tauntaun. That's where he belongs. Those two are very old friends. They deserve to hang out together, and that's where they're gonna stay. The new one, I'll figure something out with him. But again, as far as accessories go, he comes with his typical Han Solo blaster. Like I said, he's got that hood piece that can come off. He did come with those goggles that you can't see through. And then last but I guess not least, whichever, his Star Wars, his winter accessorized binoculars or monocular or whatever. Probably has a Star Wars name. I don't remember it. So yeah, so he's got these. He came with these with the Tauntaun before. Now it's not exactly the softest of materials. If you want to pose it with him with this around his neck, again, I would just suggest heating this up, getting it into a position and where you think it's going to lay really well, and then dunk it into some cold water just to help firm it into, keep it into place a little bit more. And then I think it won't look too bad. It'll lie pretty decent if you just want it around his neck, because that's just for me holding it, but you know, that won't be too bad. I don't use the other one. It's in storage with the box. And yeah, and that's it. So again, no improvements to the articulation whatsoever. So you get basically 90-degree bend. It's got those stupid bloody forearms that the whole piece turns. Again, we're paying $3 more a figure now. They should have updated the wrists. Because yeah, he needs to hold reins, but you can do that when you put our wrist articulation in. As far as the rest of the figure, it's fine. I'm happy with it. It's okay. Let's just move on to somebody else now. I don't need another Han or another Luke for a little while. But anyways, guys, comment, share, like, subscribe, all that usual YouTube mumbo jumbo. Make sure you put the bell notification on. Give it a thumbs up. I appreciate anything, any comments, whichever. Are you team blue jacket? You team brown jacket? Let me know down below. We'll see you guys again real soon. Later, eh?